Ron, tell me what the Community and Corporate Learning Office does here at OUL.
Well, we handle many of the miscellaneous tasks that are not included in the standard college credit degree-seeking world. So everything from kids in college for youngsters to the age 60-plus program for seniors, and quite a bit in between, such as business and industry training, paramedic program, and also workforce development with our community partners. So for instance, I did or participated in 2 job fairs just yesterday.
Okay. All right. So Mike, you do some of that business and industry training
Right.
work. So you're a professor here at OUL, but tell us what your role with the Community and Corporate Learning Office is.
Okay, basically I'm the instructor for we call them non-credit classes for computer classes. So basically any individual, corporate, anybody part of a corporate organization can come in and take a class, computer class. And mostly they're one-day workshops. So we start out in the morning, we have a workbook, we do a lot of hands-on exercises. So my role pretty much is the instructor. So get them through the class, make sure they understand all the material and are able to, get productive on the various programs.
Okay. So so what kind of computer training do you do? Like, is it Excel? What kind
Mostly
of
we
programs?
concentrate on the Microsoft Office suite of programs. So Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Access. So these are commonly, I would say like 80% of the software that people use in a business environment. And so really they can get pretty productive pretty quickly by taking a one-day workshop.
Ron, who signs up for those classes? Is it, because I can see a lot of, seniors in the community wanting to make sure they're familiar with these things, or, what other kinds of people are taking these classes?
Well, most of our customers are with local businesses.
Okay. So it's like a big business in town, like the hospital or something like that?
Yes,
their-
they're a primary customer.
All right, so continuing education. Mike, I need to sign up for the Excel
Yeah,
class.
right.
Just FYI, that program blows my mind. I can't figure it out. I think it's because there's math involved. Anyway, Mike, do you find that after someone takes a course with you guys that their confidence goes up when they're leaving?
Yeah, I think so, very much so. I think what happens a lot of times, I know when I first started on computers, I was away. You sort of, learn, just kind of scratch around, try to figure out how to use the program. And, by coming into class, get more formal training, you're going to know how to use the program better, be more efficient at it. So often I say, you're going to get, you have to invest a day to come in. And so that's a lot of time for a lot of busy people, but you're going to get that time back because, you spend, an hour and a half trying to figure out how to change the margins or do a tab stop, or you try to work around. So if you try to find the right way, right away, you're going to, a lot of people, do the awe moment, they say, oh, that's how you do it. And so, I spent a half an hour doing it. So I think,
So you've been looking at me on my office and
Right.
figuring out how I'm trying to do all that?
so yeah, stop on by.
And one thing I can add to that is with our computer courses, the participants do take a workbook home to use as a reference later on.
that's
So
good.
sometimes the training fades after a week or two or a month or two, and the workbook can help with that.
Why is it important, Ron, for OUL to offer these continuing education classes for businesses in our community?
Well, I think it's to provide a convenient option to the big city. We put on a nice training here at OUL, and we have modern facilities and highly qualified instructors like Mike, and we do that without traffic jams or high prices. So I think a lot of locals would be surprised what we can do right here in Lancaster.